For this week's Road Test by Request, we continue our annual survey of what's new and exciting from America's big three automakers for the 96 model year. This week, it's Ford's turn, builder of 6 of the top 10 best-selling vehicles in America. And for 1996, they're not resting on their laurels. For most of the 20th century, this bright blue logo has been referred to as the Ford Oval. Now, Dearborn designers have used its elliptical form to throw the rest of their competitors a curve. Known as the DN101, these are the dramatically different 1996 Ford Taurus and Mercury Sable, sequel to the best-selling car design in America. At first, it would be easy to accuse Ford of elliptical overkill, but designers followed through on the theme in virtually every detail, from headlights to taillights. And that goes for the Taurus Sable station wagons, too. Inside, rounded shapes also dominate, but so too soft fabrics and clever details. The centralized integrated control panel puts all of the most used switchgear within easy reach. The standard air conditioning can be equipped with a pollen-catching filter, while the optional JBL stereo accommodates a trunk-mounted CD changer. 6 passenger models include a novel flip-fold front seat console with cup holders and space for a cellular phone. The rear cabin adds legroom and a very useful split-folding backrest. Mechanical bits are thoroughly upgraded too. The base 145 horsepower Vulcan 3-liter V6 is quieter, while a 3-liter version of the Contour's 24-valve Duratec V6 is now the premium power plant with 200 horsepower. The 225 horsepower V8 Taurus SHO arrives next spring. Chassis torsional stiffness is up 87%, while passive rear steering, also borrowed from Contour, along with optional Bosch anti-lock brakes, makes Taurus Sable among the most spirited and forgiving of front-wheel drive family sedans. As for the Ford Contour and sister Mercury Mystique, these European-style compacts get only minor tweaks, an inch more rear legroom and a folding rear seat on the base cars. Ford's luxury front driver, the Lincoln Continental, formed the basis for the new Taurus and Sable. Introduced last winter, the most notable alteration for 96 are run-flat tires. Ford's sportiest rear-wheel drive models don some cosmetic changes, including a revised front fascia for Thunderbird, a chrome haircomb grille for the Mercury Cougar, and new historically correct vertical tail lamps for Mustang. But other changes to Mustang are almost heresy. Gone forever is the legendary all-cast-iron pushrod 5-liter V8. And instead, 2 versions of Ford's overhead cam 4.6-liter modular V8. The GT sports a new single-cam aluminum head variant, good for 215 horsepower. It's a tight fit, so Ford had to substitute a hydraulic-boosted master cylinder for the traditional vacuum variety. Remarkably, Ford has managed to match the power curves of the new engine to the old. So except for less noise and vibration, satisfying power reaches the pavement pretty much like before. 60 clicks by in 6.8 seconds. But the not-so-limited edition Mustang Cobra is more like a whole new car. Yes, its 32-valve aluminum V8 is similar to the Lincoln Mark 8, but extensive refinements, including Siamese intake runners, produce a 305 horsepower rating that is much healthier at the bottom end. Thanks to the new Borg-Warner T45 gearbox, 0 to 60 is a 5.4-second affair. But Ford's special vehicle team also had their way with the chassis. Front suspension geometry is very different from the GT with better on-center feel. Corners are taken flatter with less push. Even in the wet, the 96 Cobra trades in Mustang's legendary fishtailing for obedience and refinement. Patience is the virtue Ford expects from its full-size truck owners, since it'll be Super Bowl Sunday before the official wraps are taken off the all-new F-150 pickup. But as you can see, its smoothed exterior remains aggressive. Like GM, a third door will be fitted to supercab models, and the F-Series will also break engine tradition, trading in pushrods for V8s with overhead cams. The new F-150 will also be the basis for a new full-size 4-door sport utility come spring called Expedition. Now, that doesn't mean Ford's other sport utility, Explorer, has gone without attention. New for 96 is the Explorer V8. If you wondered where the 5-liter went, it's in here. With 210 horsepower, the Explorer XLT V8 can tow up to 6,500 pounds. Right now, in two-wheel drive only, a V8 4x4 is due in spring when Mercury introduces its Explorer clone, the Mountaineer. Mercury's other truck, the Villager minivan, gets a new chrome grille that favors the Sable, and inside, finally, dual airbags. Ford's largest front-wheel drive minivan, Windstar, is so new we didn't expect much change. Surprise! The Windstar LX's pushrod 3.8-liter V6 gains an innovative variable induction system. Horsepower jumps 45 to 200 even. Finally, Ranger becomes the first compact pickup with dual airbags and a child seat airbag on or off switch. Ford has been setting a breakneck pace over the last few years to ready itself for the second century of the American automobile. When you tally up futuristic designs like Taurus and Sable, high-tech powertrains of all sizes, and undisputed leadership in light truck sales, they indeed look prime for 1996 and beyond. Join us next week for more Motorweek and a test of Acura's new flagship and legend replacement, the 97 3.5 RL luxury sedan. Plus, come along for some hot laps in Callaway's supernatural Corvette LM. Pat Goss briefs us on the benefits of car clubs, while Lisa Barrow tracks Italy's famed Targa Florio road race. I'm John Davis. We'll see you then.
To order a video cassette of this program, call 1-800-422-0064 or send $29.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling to Motorweek, Post Office Box 55742, Indianapolis, Indiana 46205.